The Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up. It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn. What are you laughing at? I haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful, what is it? Monday.
Ugh.
I can tell you, I am enthused. I am popping. I am ready to fly.
Is that what this is?
Yes.
Just checking.
I got so much energy right now, I could take Corona on by myself.
Oh, good, because you're about going to.
The beer, because I take it with a twist.
This partner of yours is about having a full-on anxiety attack over this whole situation. Including
Why?
our choppiness.
The choppiness, I'm going to tell you, I was told what it is. We'll work on it after the show. I thought we had it
Under
figured
control.
out. Yes.
Happy Monday to you. I feel like we've been here all day. We kind of have, because we've been airing live on WWNN at 9 o'clock drive time, which has been amazing.
That's
to get here
amazing.
nice and early.
It is. And it's funny because your father said it best. You bring the fun back in drive time.
We also bring the fun back to dysfunctional.
No.
We bring another level of fun to dysfunction.
I'm going to tell you, you woke up cranky today.
Shall we chit chat? Shall we do some housekeeping?
You are
Can I share my Saturday evening with everyone?
You are very cranky. Yeah, go ahead.
Happy Monday to everyone. Give us a call if you can actually understand the plight of my Saturday evening. 888-994-4995. Saturday evening, my partner went out, which was quite lovely. But we needed some shows uploaded. But I'm glad you went out and had a nice time. So he sent them to me, which I have never, ever done before, to download and upload shows.
Oh, really?
It took me an hour to download 3 hours of shows. Then it took me 40 minutes to upload them, which of course meant they never got out in time. And then only to find out, oh wait, he set me up for that because he knew it wasn't going to work.
First of all, you never knew.
Do you know I didn't even take a shower till 11 o'clock
First of all,
Saturday
you
night
never
after the
knew
gym
that I
because of
wasn't
that?
setting you up until I told you today.
Yeah, you should never have told me. Do not disclose. Did you see Jay Farrow's post about lying?
No, what did
today?
he say?
He's talked about, not that all lies are bad, but sometimes omission of things that will hurt somebody.
Right.
Maybe we shouldn't tell them.
And he's an
Right.
attorney. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Farrow
he's
is an
working on
attorney,
this.
a
He's
high,
working on
powerful
this.
attorney.
So he's working on this lack of omission thing in his development of who he is.
And he's
But I'm
going to
thinking-
continue to be an attorney?
I'm thinking you should have omitted that
Well, they do that all the time,
conversation to
right?
me and not said, oh, I knew it wasn't going to work because you know what? I felt badly enough. And
Right.
now to know that there was no reason for me to feel badly till 1 a.m. because you knew it wasn't going to work.
You done? As you can tell, I have put on my gloves because it's gonna get heavy in here. Okay, and I don't have boots. Listen to me very carefully,
Dawn, the book is
because the book is in the house. Let me tell you something. The reason that I let you try that whole escapade is because I wanted you to feel
Your pain?
my pain.
That's sadistic.
It's not
masochistic?
sadistic.
Well, there's got to be another istic for it.
I wanted you to know that when you send files that are hot, 16-bit, 12,000 gigs, it's not going to work.
But you didn't tell me it was a hot file.
I told you I forgot to do it.
Yes.
And then I wrote, if you look at your text, I wrote to you and said they have to be re-rendered to a lower bit rate.
That was by yesterday.
No,
was
I
the
told you
Saturday
don't
night.
worry about it. It's never going to work.
You know what that to me meant? Don't worry about it. It's never going to work meant you don't know how to do it. So don't.
But I
cry.
never said that. Did you hear me
But
say that?
that's how she
Did anybody hear me
received
say
it.
That's my
that?
interpretation of
Oh,
the text.
so maybe perhaps your interpretation was incorrect. Do you want some spray?
So happy Monday to you too. And it did not work, by the way.
Now, why are you funky though? You've been funky all day. We did the morning show. You were funky. This after and then between the morning and now funky.
Because let me tell you how my Saturday night went.
But you're funky. We can't because we're gonna have to come back to that.
Oh, okay.
Because Dawn the book
Yes, Dawn's book is here.
has to leave. 'Cause
Hello.
She was
came
grateful
in and
to
did a
do
sexy voiceover for
Sexy
you.
for the Siegel brothers.
Right, exactly.
She did.
Exactly.
She, did she could turn it on pretty good.
I can.
That's it. I wanted to light up a cigarette. There is. I have.
Happily
Oh, that was
married.
good.
And she's been married how many years?
I don't know.
100 years.
It'll be 13 on March 17th.
He's a very lucky man.
He's a lucky man.
He's a
I'm
nice
a lucky
guy.
woman.
Yeah,
He's
this would be a nice guy.
an amazing man.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
13
I
years.
know. I can't. Longest relationship I've ever been in.
That's a
That's
beautiful
good. I
thing.
know, right?
Maybe, yes.
It's like whoa.
And you've only
hello.
been married once, right?
Right. Yeah, I was going to only do it once because I walked through so many divorces with my friends, and it was horrible to watch the hurt amongst the couple and then possibly their children. And I thought, I don't want to do it just to do it, because a lot of people get married for the wrong reasons. And I decided to wait until God brought Richard into my life.
Now, do you feel? What's the word? I'm looking for a certain word because all your friends are either divorced and not together. They don't have Mr. or Mrs. Right, and you are just chunking along there, 13, 14, 26
Chunking
years.
along again.
Chunking along. I chunk along.
Freddie has a way with her. Happy birthday. Chunking along.
Yeah, chunking,
She's
chunking,
gliding
chunking,
through
chunking.
life
Yeah.
harmoniously in marriage.
Right.
Chunking along.
I don't speak English like you.
Chunking along.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, Slick,
That's
you're
not
not gonna.
very sexy.
Slick, you're the one that told me that word, chunking along. Chunking. It's the lady behind the mask.
Behind the mask.
Is that what you meant?
What?
Chugging.
Okay. I was gonna say chugging and then clink clanking. All these words.
Chugging.
They get in my way.
They-
You know, English is a second language for me,
This is true.
and Spanish is a third language.
What's your first?
Is it the language of love? Is that your first
No,
language?
man, I make it up.
Is the language of love your first language, Freddie?
So anyway, so your friends must feel like, man, what is the secret to staying together?
God.
Is it?
Yeah,
And
totally.
he's a very spiritual man
We're
as well?
both strong in our faith. We're Christians, and we put God at the center. And I believe it says in the Bible, if you put God at the center and the two of you woven, it's now a three chord instead of doing singly. 3-chord strength.
I'm not
It
saying
makes you
nothing.
stronger. Yeah, don't be making
I'm
fun of me.
saying nothing. Now, what about the political arena? You, him, politically?
Oh, it's the
inclined?
same. Yeah. No, we definitely are conservative.
Yeah.
We're
Now,
always have been.
now my partner and I here have agreed never to talk politics on the show
Right.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because
But-
it's very
But
divided.
but the election is upon us,
Sure.
and there are events that we are going to be covering that have to do with the political arena as well. And I always wondered if you marry and you are the same politically, and then
Right.
something happens where the other person changes. You got women that are running now for president and things of that nature. So
Right.
if there's a woman Democrat, would you vote for her as opposed to a male Republican because you're going for the woman's side?
I would never just go for a woman just because she's a woman. It depends on what she stands for.
Would
And
you
I-
ever change parties if you like what she was saying?
Well, unfortunately, the Democrats will never have my vote because of the
You would
abortion.
never change.
The abortion issue for me, no. And that's very controversial.
It is.
But it's very controversial to want to kill a baby at 9 months. So, yeah.
Okay.
You said you were going to talk politics.
Talking politics. You know what happened at my dinner table last night?
And tell us,
I'm
Dawn.
going to tell you because one of us is Republican, one is Democrat in my house. But it doesn't mean that, so I'm Republican, but it doesn't mean that I vote only Republican. I
Right.
vote issues, I vote my feeling and all of that. But apparently my Democratic husband is so Democratic and he has issues with things that are going on with regards to the coronavirus and
Right.
how our administration is handling it. And my response was, which I never say a whole lot of anything, was, you know what, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
So because this is not about who tweets what and who says what. It's about humanity. It's about people
Absolutely.
feeling better and not dying. And I don't really care who says what on a tweet, whether you like it or don't like it. But the bottom line is we got to get everyone healthy and figure out how to stop this spread. Politics aside, the information needs to get out there, the accurate information, not the panic, and get people healthy.
You know, I'm glad you said that.
That's what I said.
I'm glad you said that
Agreed.
because I live in a specific area, and apparently they went to some Washington meeting. They've come back and they
APAC.
CPAC.
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 APAC.
CPAC.
CPAC is
CPAC?
conservative.
That's what they went to in
And then
Washington.
there were two. Then
Yeah.
there was APAC, then and CPAC.
And somebody in this whole pack
There were two.
was sick, and they were there. So they had to let the administration know of my community that they were there, so they asked them to quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, I'm not going to get mad. They did what they had to do. And what am I? So I told Linda, I says, I want to get a box of some goods for them. If they let us know who it is, I don't know if they're going to tell us. And I will leave a box outside their door to help them.
Right.
This isn't about
No,
everybody pointing
absolutely
fingers
not.
at who's this and that. I don't care if you bleed red, blue, green, or yellow. It
Right.
makes no difference to me. But how do we help one another? So if
It's a
you know
humanitarian
family,
issue, correct.
people that, what about pregnant women? Like
Right.
my son, his wife is pregnant.
Well,
That's
I mean,
another
and
story.
that's the problem that we have right now. It's so, it's a political event now. It's fear, creating fear amongst Americans, and that's ridiculous. I mean, I didn't even know that the flu, more people die with the flu than anything. I mean, you're talking between 20,000 and 74,000 people die of the flu. And it's people who their immune system is at risk.
That's right. People
So it's the
who are sick.
elderly, it's the ones in the assisted living facilities, and it's people who have upper respiratory issues. I have a girlfriend who has stage 4 cancer. I'm concerned for her. She's
Yes.
going to fly. That's what
She's
who you
flying?
yes,
Where's
she's
she going?
back home to California.
Well, tell her not to go because there ain't nothing good in California right now.
Well, I brought surgical gloves for her, but I'm not a fearful person. I believe that, if you wash your hands, come on, people, we should be doing that anyway. We shouldn't have to have an epidemic or whatever
People
this.
buy hand soap, correct?
Right.
It's really funny, right?
mean,
We
it's
should
silly.
be clean. Check it out. We should be clean. We
Right.
should wash our
Hello.
hands.
Right.
Blow our nose,
Do you-
wash your hands.
Do you know how
cough.
many people that don't wash their hands when
Everybody.
they go into the bathroom? That's so disgusting to
Let
me.
me ask you that. Let's on to this little topic. So I have this little pet peeve, and it does make me.
Do I have to
sick my
take these
stomach.
off when I go to the bathroom?
No, but you should then
Yeah.
throw them away when you're
Right.
finished.
Then I won't go to the bathroom because I only have one pair.
Because you've been rubbing your face with those.
Thank you. Are you
My face itches, so I put
I
the gloves on.
understand. Yeah, but once you.
Now I gotta get rid of them.
It does, yeah, because once you touch your face with gloves or not gloves, it's a respiratory thing. And please touch some more things. Really, because
I hate you.
your partner is so secure right now. And I got your Lysol. And we did just have a FedEx. Here's the funny thing about the FedEx
Right.
that just came. My son texts me, Mom, FedEx just called to confirm a package was being delivered to you. Now, I don't know how they found Aaron's phone number, number one. Number two, he thought it was fraudulent, so we didn't give them the address. Number three, they found me here, and it was a box of Lysol wipes.
Yes, because do
Well,
you
how
know?
did they find Aaron?
Because they went through all the Roberts
They
in the
didn't call
phone book.
me.
Well, they were coming to you.
That's why none of it makes
He's
any
Aaron
sense to me.
A.
I guess.
You're Dawn D, so they're gonna go to him first.
that's
I just
hysterical.
don't understand any of this whole
I know.
hot topic thing that's going on.
What do you go to Costco? They got no toilet paper.
I know people are
That's the thing,
that, but
too.
see, that's what the media does.
Yes.
Is they're creating fear so that people freak out and they don't do their normal life. And it's like, you know what? Have trust in the Lord because that will give you peace. No matter what happens, you're going to be okay, right? I mean, people.
Hopefully, yeah.
But why toilet paper?
I don't know.
And Teddy, I'm going to talk to you as my Jewish cohort. You know what Instacart brought me yesterday, which is quite lovely. Thank you, Instacart, for getting me a fill-in. Lavender scented toilet paper. You know what that's going to do to me?
Oh my God.
What?
It may be fine for a man, but
Yeah.
lavender
No,
scented
yeah,
toilet
that's
paper
not
for me
okay.
is like a no-go. So now what do I do with 18 rolls of lavender scented toilet paper?
Why would they
I'll
give
buy
you
them off
18?
your hand.
Well, whatever
I'll
was
take
in the
'em.
package.
No, I
Lavender
mean
on
the
my
lavender
uh-huh.
part. That's
Lavender on my
ridiculous.
I
Is
don't
your
think
mic
it's
on?
going on my
I don't
Brown?
understand. What's the problem?
machine.
Lavender, what difference does it make?
Yeah, but
You don't have girl parts.
Yeah,
And my girl
it goes
parts, I don't
into
think
your
really
girl
want
parts.
lavender
It goes
Yeah,
into your
that's
girl
not a good
part.
idea.
on your toilet paper, right? So everything that was on your toilet paper goes into your.
I swear to
system,
God,
right?
I took bio in school. What do you mean? Why is it going to affect you? It's just like anything else.
It's scented.
Scent-
It's
you
like
shouldn't have
taking
scented
a,
anything.
It's
It's
like
like
what?
a bubble bath.
Different field right now.
Step out,
Did you
Freddie,
just
go.
say it's changing your pH
Look,
levels?
it's like we're out of our zone right now. Yes.
About like
You don't use lavender either? You don't? I swear to God, you and me,
It's
we're
the
going to have
same
another talk. You and I are going to talk
Here.
again. What do you mean, no?
Daddy's mic
No.
on.
Is my mic on?
messes up.
Oh, it is. Okay.
What do you mean, no?
It's the same reason that you wouldn't use a scented wipe on a baby. You don't use a baby scented wipe because they're going to get a rash. They're going to get
A
irritated.
baby's skin is sensitive. Last I looked, she's no baby.
Yeah, but she's
Sensitive areas.
Skin. I'm sensitive
Don't you
too.
have
So-
sensitive areas that you would?
I don't know. Look at all your hair I got. I can put anything. Lavender.
Yeah, but you don't put
Vicks.
toilet paper on your arm hair.
They get. Are you sure? If I have to, I will. They gave me a box of Vicks scented tissues. Vicks
Oh,
scented. So
yeah.
when you blow your nose,
Sure, when you're sick.
that stuff is powerful. I'm like, whoa.
Again, that should not be used in your private areas.
Ooh,
too.
that
So
would
if you
hurt.
run
So what are you gonna do?
Do not use the Vicks scented.
So what are you gonna
tissues.
do? Oh, but Chuck could use it.
Yeah, you can use it just fine. I gotta use something else for me. I guess I'm gonna go try and find
Paper
toilet
towel.
paper.
Paper towels.
Toilet
There is no
paper.
toilet paper.
No.
Listen, if you're
That
a
would
store, you have
hurt.
paper toilet. There's no toilet paper. Paper toilet.
Yeah.
Papel de toilet.
So
Papel de
people-
toilet,
Why
right?
would you even make lavender scented toilet
I
paper?
know.
Because it
That doesn't
smells
make
nice.
sense.
So the bathroom was.
People have a delusion that you have to smell nice all the time.
All the
and that
time.
natural
That's what I'm
isn't
asking.
nice.
You want to smell like lavender, right? Right. It's better than smelling like the other stuff.
That's a topic for another. I'm
Oh
going to
my
go on the
God.
sex
That's a-
talk
that's
show.
A sex therapist talk.
Yeah.
Speaking of the single brother show, that might be a topic for Friday night.
But
We're gonna
why?
step out of
Is
that.
that a sexual thing?
What, toilet paper?
Yeah, and scented stuff.
No, never mind. That went over
It
his
went
head.
over my head.
Really?
I feel unscented. I think that
And there you have it.
if you get toilet paper,
Yes.
you get toilet paper because in Spanish is paper toilet.
I know.
I get a little
Your
confused.
third language.
I think if you can find any
Bye,
of it,
beautiful.
Bye,
Thank you.
guys.
if you can find any of it, you're good to go.
Then I'm good. You know, I guess I'll rather deal with that issue than another issue. Then it'll just take me to a whole nother issue. So we won't have COVID-19. I'll have other things off, and then I'll be at.
And why do they call it COVID-19? COVID. Why the?
Yeah, it's the abbreviation for
It's
coronavirus.
not Corona beer, you knucklehead.
COVID, so I guess coronavirus, and I don't know what the D is for, but.
Oh, you're saying because Corona asked them to stop using the
Yes.
word?
Yes.
Is that? I heard that. Is that
Yes,
true?
That is true.
Well, you work in a bar, don't you know?
Well, yeah, they call it COVID.
Wow.
COVID-19.
Now, do you know that the epidemic of 1918? She's already grabbing her phone.
Influenza, yeah.
Influenza killed over 100 million people.
Let's talk about that little story that we saw. You want to talk about evoking fear in the media?
But hold
Why
on,
would you put that on?
because it was true. People were actually doing the wrong thing and made it worse.
You know what that show did to me? Oh my God, I can't breathe.
But we're a lot smarter now.
Well, they didn't talk about that till 20 minutes into the piece. Oh, and by the way, they didn't wash their hands in 1918. Wash your hands.
They did blood drainage.
Yeah.
They take blood out of you to make you think that that's going to make you better.
No one knew in 1918 what it was.
150 million people.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
That's a lot of people.
Well, they talked about, I don't know if this is true, this is what this general said, that the government, because the president came down with a mandate, non-politics aside, saying you can only spread good news because we were in the middle of World War I. So no bad news could be displayed through the media. So they didn't tell anyone how bad the pandemic was. Hence, where we are now. What
People
do they say?
die.
The more things change, the more they stay the same?
Now, did you see how they were handling the hospitals and everything else? Now, I spoke to my sister in New York City, who happens to work for one of the biggest, I'm not going to use the name,
Yeah.
one of the biggest hospitals in New York City. And she's having an emergency meeting today because she told me yesterday that the hospitals in New York are not prepared for this.
Interesting.
And she said to me, Freddie, I don't know if I'm going to go to work after tomorrow because they're not ready. And I don't think that I am prepared. And I don't think that they're preparing us for this onslaught of what's to come. Now, I didn't think it was a problem either until I'm looking at some of the younger ages, 34. The guy in China was in his 40s that are dying on this thing. So I'm a little bit more concerned because I thought it was if you were over 60. Now, the CDC asked you if you're over 60 to stay home. Did you see this?
Everyone over 60 should
Yes.
stay home?
If you can stay home for the next 2 weeks, stay home.
Well, here's a whole nother question. Linda's over 60.
She can't stay. They already told her. She's
Thank-
mandated
So
not
that's
to.
what I'm saying. So if she's over 60 in the healthcare field, what do?
But
Do you
what
go
about-
and expose yourself and then bring it home, or should everyone be quarantined?
But
You
what
all left
about
me
those
last
40
week.
doctors that got affected?
That's what I'm saying. to
Well,
you.
I mean, they got affected, the whole everybody, because they were working in the soup.
Well, that's a big part of when Ebola first came to America. And there's a whole book about it called The Hot Zone of how it spread. Was a doctor, someone was flying back, and they had to rush to the emergency room. And because of such emergency, the doctor and nurses ended up getting affected. And that is one of the reasons Ebola began to spread in America.
Now, you go to work, right?
I do.
In a public place.
Yes.
Anything being treated differently there?
Where I work, no, but we're not. I don't work at a bar like Mia does, where we get to mix drinks. I'm just opening beers, so they're kind of like, just clean your beer thing
But
and
there's
wash your
people
hands.
in there.
There is, and there's a lot of people, and there's drunk people, and we're all handling axes, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't believe we have any protocol right now, though.
I know.
In the mask, she's wearing a mask. It's hilarious.
Yes.
And
The-
she's wearing a mask because she was out camping all weekend.
Yeah, I just don't want to sneeze on anybody. Yeah.
She was in the fields. Why were you camping all weekend, by the way?
I went to
that-
Okeechobee Music Festival.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a big camping thing. So we were out in the tent. And I just got a
So
lot
she's
of like
wearing the
allergens.
mask, why?
Because she's got allergies.
Yeah. I just don't want to sneeze on any of you guys because I've been sneezing all day,
Did you? Just kidding.
which is not a symptom of COVID-19.
Now, I saw Mia was coughing a little while ago, and I told Dawn, ask me if she's sick,
You know what he
send her
says?
home.
He says to me, "Go ask Mia." Not you get up and go ask me. He goes, "Go ask Mia." Look, she's
No.
perfectly fine.
No, she's fine.
I love that you're always smiling. All of you guys are always smiling. We must have the happiest crew. I'm going to quarantine myself in here with my crew. I'm not going anywhere else. But let me tell you, I'm kind of like a gym person. I like to
Ugh.
go to the gym.
Ugh.
I'm thinking I'm going to go buy a treadmill.
I'm terrified to go to the gym because we use the steam room at my gym, and that is just a nesting ground.
So I'm thinking the home equipment industry, home workout equipment, I think I'm going to go buy a treadmill and an elliptical for my house. I've got weights.
I thought you had a elliptical.
Only a bicycle, and I don't really like the bicycle. So I'm thinking I might go buy a piece of gym equipment, and then I can work out from home. And yes, I was thinking about you, and it was not so nice. You were like, you should work out at home from now on.
I had a Bowflex I could have given you. I didn't take it because I'm not going to use it.
Where is it?
It's in Tampa.
You should get a Peloton.
A
Then
Peloton?
you can work out with other people everywhere in the world and have trainers.
That's the guy on the bike, isn't it? And he's singing. He's seeing people all over the world.
It's literally trainers, and you have a screen, and you could be working out with people on the screen.
Now, why would I want to do
Stats
that?
go up. 'Cause
I
you
would
feel
like-
you're in a-
You feel like you're in a gym. So that's my next thing. So if you have a home workout gym business, I know there's one on Federal near 19th Street, and there's one west. I'm going to check them out because that is what I'm buying for my birthday.
I feel like I'm in a gym, so I want to see other people coughing all over the place.
Not coughing. You work out from the privacy of your own home.
Can you talk to people?
I don't think you could talk to them, but your stats go up on the board, so you feel like you're like together.
So if my stats are at the bottom and this Neanderthal is like going 100 million miles a minute, I'm going to feel good. Why?
It's competition.
It's a motivation.
You guys are just insane.
It's motivation, but that's
You,
what I'm
is
thinking.
that what motivates you? That you want to compete and beat up people?
I don't want to beat anybody up. But you don't even think it's a crazy idea to me to go do this, but that's what I'm doing.
No, I used to have a gym. I used to have all those machines. I never
Well,
used
the one
them.
thing I don't have is cardio, so I'm thinking I'm going to do.
I used to hang my shirts on the
the
treadmill. And they holds it very nicely. And
My-
you, when you dry your clothes, it holds it very
Can I
nicely.
tell you something? If my parents are watching right now, they're going to text me. We have a treadmill that you can have when you take the piano. I guarantee you.
Oh,
that's
she
the-
has a treadmill?
My mother hangs her clothes on it too.
So
yes.
why don't you get that treadmill?
I could probably.
I don't understand your logic.
Because
What's
then
wrong
I
with
can't
that?
compete with other people. But I went to the gym on Saturday and I wiped down my treadmill, which was great. I was in my little zone. I had my Airbiotics.
How did you wipe it down?
They had a spray bottle
Of what?
of whatever they tell you they have in the spray bottle of solution.
Or they give you the solution? And you spray it?
But then I went to the weight machine and I wiped the weights down, but then you got to go back. So you're wiping everything down for a hit workout. I'm like, then I got all creeped out and skeeved out. And even though they
So
said
let
they
me
clean
get this
everything-
right. So this hairy beast of a man that's sweating profusely.
no hairy beast
all
of a
over
man
this
near me.
machine. There was once before,
I don't know
and he's left DNA. He's left DNA in there that if they were looking for a killer, they'd probably find it. So you do this little can of spray with a little, and you think that's gonna clear it?
Then I thought I was going to work out with gloves. And then I saw nobody with gloves, so I thought, oh, far be it for me to be the crazy one. I'm thinking, but it's me, so I should.
So
Now
you
I
put them
just-
on?
No, I just don't
But
know
the
what I'm
gloves
gonna
you
do.
have are very interesting.
I got these too.
Oh, you got these?
Yes.
And did you wear them?
No.
Why? Because nobody else did?
Yes.
I see.
Peer pressure of not to. It's reverse peer pressure.
You
Okay.
have some
Someone come up with a cool idea that there's weightlifting gloves. I use weightlifting gloves whenever I work out.
with the
'cause that way
cut-off
they're-
fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, because my fingers I can just put it in the sanitizer, but that way my palms and my hands aren't touching the machines or weights.
I was
and
thinking
it's
the
normal.
same thing. I
Yeah,
was thinking
but
about
that-
layering them.
It doesn't work because you got to get rid of the gloves. They get. No, you have to put them in the microwave. When you wash those
You
gloves, they deteriorate. I had them. I'm telling you. They,
Oh, I never do. I always
sick.
just wash them with my geese. You wash it in vinegar and it just cleans everything.
What do you wash with vinegar?
Like workout gear, gloves, and I used to do jujitsu, so we wore geese, and they
Oh,
get
you
really
did.
dirty.
what about the clothes that you wear? Do you vinegar them as well from the gym?
Yeah. I put everything in vinegar because anytime you go to the gym, another fun thing, when you go to the gym, you always have a high risk of like ringworm and MRSA and stuff because
Okay,
sweaty people
take
are
it
touching
easy.
stuff. You should always
Ringworm and
sanitize your
MRSA.
clothes.
Again, like I said, I'm going to be buying a treadmill and a elliptical. So
Ringworm. How do you get a ringworm?
It's the same thing as wrestling. Someone has it and they touch the mat or they touch your workout gear and they sweat and you don't wipe it down and you touch it.
You can get ringworm from sweat?
You can. If they had like ringworm on their back and they touch a machine and then you touch it, if you wipe it down, you're fine.
Yes,
But
it's always such a sexy show. So that's what I'm getting for my birthday. I just want you to know. And then I thought, we could put a gym in here because I've got a lot more room in here. Yes, we're in. We could set up a gym, like a crew gym, a workout facility someplace in here. In Hector's office.
Hector's office. Everything goes in Hector's office. I'm just going to run around the building. Jane Garcia says that she loves your wine.
Hi, Jane. Thank you.
And we also want to say hello to Danielle Boujon, our photographer. She's out
For
there.
Marty Katz and Ken, the happy printer. I think he's joining us as well, which I'm glad because Ken is doing a new banner for us, a new backdrop for us that we'll be using on Thursday.
Where are we going to be Thursday?
Thursday, we're going to be at the Nostalgic America event at the Meisner Park Amphitheater at 4 o'clock. It's a business-to-business networking event with, over 2,500 people, I believe you told me?
2,500 plus.
You know what you told everyone, and I did not want to correct you
What?
in public, so we're
So
not
you're going to do
quite involved
it. So you're going to do it
here.
in private with all my 30,000 friends. Yes.
Anyway, 2,500 plus, and then it is a Rolling Stones tribute band and food trucks and businesses.
So what did I
networking.
say wrong?
25,000.
It might be 25,000.
And Amy looked at you and said 25,000.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you why I use that number. You guys are ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Is it
Are you
fine?
ready? You going to play that beat? Are you ready for this? Let me tell you what the deal is.
Okay.
We have set up the pay-per-view channel.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's hilarious.
Pay-per-view channel will not take place on the 12th because I got to test it.
Okay.
But if I did, I bet you we get over 25,000
Okay, good.
because I'm only charging $2. Ah, how you like me now?
All in. And then I know on Monday the 16th, you're doing the Fort Lauderdale Broward County Sheriff's Department,
Yes.
a debate. 11 candidates.
11. I didn't even know there was 11 sheriffs running for that
11
position.
candidates running for Broward County Sheriff, and that's going to be Monday the 16th at 6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 9. It's a 3-hour town hall meeting type of deal.
That'll be interesting to see what they do with that town hall meeting.
Yes, and I'm hoping that because they're police people, there's going to be a lot of police.
Well, I'm wondering if they're going to be inviting the town or if it's going
It's
to be
open to the public. It's
as
free.
of now.
It's free.
As
Or
of now.
if they can, well, we'll let you know.
But
if
I
not.
think the debate will still take place. I'm just wondering if it's going to have
Be open.
people there, which will be a good thing. You're going to have 3 cameras there.
You know, it's really funny you say that. Claudia, ¿cómo estamos? Claudia from Fuego is saying hi. It's funny that you say that because the NBA is debating whether or not to have the players play
Exactly.
with nobody in the arena, like they're doing in Italy in the soccer. You seen the soccer games in Italy? There's nobody there, and they're pumping in the crowd noise through the speakers. Only in Italy would they do that. So LeBron James, King James, who runs basketball, last I looked, said that he won't play. He will not play if they do that.
I'm not quite sure which way to take that whole conversation, but Karen, thank you. If you could please send me the name of your elliptical and your treadmill, then at least I know what I'm looking at, because she's
What do you
quite happy
mean-
with her home gym.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't know how to take that?
Because why should they not be able to play? What if the players want to, what if people want to watch it from home because they're quarantined, or there's a mandate saying that you can't go watch the game? They're getting paid millions of dollars. Don't you think they should still do the game so people can watch
know
from
how
home?
much money a basketball game produces per night? How do you think they're able to give a guy a contract for $150 million?
Here's another package.
I'm afraid to look.
It might be another box of Lysol. No, I don't know what that is.
Is that one made out to her? What's it? Yeah, open it.
They're all made out to me.
No, I bought some.
Ah,
To who, me?
you.
That's
Those the
that's the
wires?
equipment for Thursday. It's coming in.
I would go high five, but we're not.
You can go like this, just high.
High five.
That's it, just high. So what's happening is the basketball players, just like the baseball player, can you imagine having all these events, right? And there's no crowd. So if you want people to see it, you got to put it on free access TV.
Yes.
You know how much money you're going to lose? That's what I tell you we need it.
Ah, okay. Oh, I know you ordered that. How much money they're going to lose, really? Because last I checked, they're making more money than anybody, these sports players and everyone else. You know, so for 2 weeks, indulge the country and play.
Yeah, but Dawn, it isn't. They're gonna play, but they're gonna play to no crowd
And?
in the stadium.
And
Well, LeBron says that he plays.
I know LeBron said that, and I
For
don't
the
know
love
if
of the-
I don't know if I agree with that. I had this conversation with Aaron yesterday, and he says, "But Mom, LeBron is for the community. He's for the fans." I said, "Okay, but what if the fans need to watch it at home because they can't get there? They should still be playing for the fans.
I heard a
It can be
rumor.
like an American Idol where you can like text in, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they can like pipe in noise."
I heard a rumor that part of LeBron's contract is the Reggie Jackson deal. You know Reggie Jackson, you guys? You know who Reggie Jackson is? It's before your time. You know who that is? No? Reggie Jackson was a home run hitter for the New York Yankees. He was on the Oakland A's and came to the Yankees. And Steinbrenner signed him. He got a quarter for every person that entered the stadium for like 6 years or 8 years or whatever.
Wow.
That's a whole lot of money. So I think that LeBron has a little something to do with how the NBA fluctuates and runs because it's a business.
People really like my idea of the home gym because I got more comments.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, the home gym concept is about 5 years ago.
Check out Flexible and QVC. It has the Peloton features. It's foldable, works great, and reasonably priced. I love mine. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to check that
And
out
it's
on
cheaper.
QVC. And it's foldable.
Why don't you just get a Bowflex?
The Flex Bike Ultra.
Get a Bowflex.
I need cardio.
Run around the house. Chase the rabbit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Chase the squirrel.
Chase the rabbit in the soup with all that.
No good? You guys don't
Sorry,
do that?
yes, 20. I'm back to you. Sorry, Jay.
Wow, that's it. I'm done.
Let's take a commercial break, please.
I'm going
Keep writing
home.
in the
I'm
comments.
feeling
Give us a call.
little
Let us know
ill.
what you're thinking about the sports players playing to an empty
No, that's it.
stadium
I don't want to.
arena.
No, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about Dawn. Let's talk about Dawn. Wait, I had to fan myself. Let's talk about Dawn.
Let's go to
Oh,
a
look
quick
what I found.
Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Don't know how I'm feeling tonight, but I swear I'm fine.
your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Wow, what a Monday. Does it feel like Monday to you? Do you feel rested and relaxed like you should after a weekend?
I did feel rested until you came in all grumpy.
Well, it was because you started my morning with a phone call of, should we shut down for a week?
It was a question.
But I love what we do. So the thought to me to stay home for a week unless we have to, that's why my reply was, is that what we're being told to do? And you said no, then no. We're surrounded by young minds, millennial minds, and to sit home and give in to the news, it's worse than a hurricane. You know why? Because it's not going to be done in 3 days.
People are treating it like a hurricane. I saw a lady take the last 12 bags of ice from Publix.
Why? So it can melt and be water?
I don't know why. All I know is I said
What are you doing with 12 bags of ice?
she had 2 carts and she put 12 bags of ice and she was walking
Did you
out.
ask her what she's going to do with it?
No, because she probably would have thought I was going to mug her or something, beat me up.
But I saw Publix did come out with a rule that you can only take 2 sanitizers, 2 soaps, 2
And 2
toilet
toilet
paper,
papers.
right? 2 paper toilets. You know, your English is so sexy. It's in my head all the time that I even know what you're going to say.
What?
People ask me if you wear gloves on the set. And yes, all of you that are writing in and ask me all weekend, he does wear gloves on the set.
I do.
And hopefully you don't wear those in the bathroom is all I'm saying.
Well, now I can't go to the bathroom because then I have to take them off. Now, the other problem is that you're telling me that these are corroded, right? So
Yes.
I got to take them off. So I'm just worrying as a helpful reminder to stay visual, stay clean, because your daughter thinks I'm nuts anyway.
Yeah, well,
She says that you're panicking and I'm just as bad. I'm just telling her just to be careful.
just got to be careful. But I thought the mayor of Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, yesterday, she got on and she talked about that you can't get the virus by touching things unless you put them in your face. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I don't agree with that.
It's respiratory, so it has to come near
Why
your
are you laughing?
respiratory system.
No, you're laughing for a reason.
I watched a video that we talked about on break, and it's exactly
What does it say?
No, the one we were talking about.
Which one?
The one we were talking about. That
Which
we saw.
one?
Oh, we're not going to say it live on air.
What was it?
Think about it. And survey says, the happy printer's in the house. Come on over, Ken. How you doing?
For being late.
Yes,
It's
Ken.
okay.
We're on the air, so you have to sit down because you're blocking the camera. There you go.
There you go. Ken
There you
Learman,
go.
the happy printer. So everyone who would like their first 1,000 free business cards, contact Ken Learman
More
at
cards?
Happy Printer.
To the restroom.
Okay. Yes, he fixed
And
these
make
for
sure you
us.
wash your hands, Ken.
Absolutely, always.
What's so nice about Ken is he fixed them because I couldn't read them with my 53-year-old eyes. So now I can read them.
Oh, he
if
made the font darker.
He made the font bigger. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
As
This
much as I know
guy-
you love the other, and they're spectacular. They are the same they were designed, but I thought if I can't read them, maybe our demographic couldn't read them either. And we have them perfectly in time for Thursday.
Let me see.
Wait. You're 3 feet away. Go. Here you go. Have one. There you go.
First of all,
So Happy Printer, he will print 1,000 free business cards for you, either business card size or the larger one.
wow, this is really solid. You can actually see it.
And these are on the soft touch, so you can write on them if you would like to. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
And you can scan our MobiPop on it.
No.
And what we talked about on the 9 o'clock show is there are people that don't have social media.
This is really nice.
But you
Who
can
thought
still
of this?
watch our show. Who thought of which part
This
of it?
whole card. This has got to be the most fantastic card I've ever seen in my life.
It was a team collaboration.
Oh my God, this is fantastic.
Evelyn made them, and he printed them, and
B or Evelyn?
Evelyn made them.
Okay.
But Evelyn is 20-something, and her eyes are quite younger than mine. And I got them, I couldn't read them. So Ken was nice enough to increase the font size, so now we can read them. And we have them for Thursday.
What the hell are you
Aren't
doing?
those
What's
great?
wrong with you?
He's thinking.
Why are you covering your face with your jacket?
That's pouring rain, huh?
You sort of
Wow.
scare me when you do that, man. Take it easy. Yeah.
How
you're
do you like
scared.
those cards?
Yeah, I love it. I think that is a winner.
So contact Ken Lehrman at The Happy Printer. You can find him on Facebook at Happy Printer. You can also find him. Ken, you have a phone number? As he's coming over?
917
699
699 1995.
Happy Printer.
And you know, you can't go wrong with somebody who uses the
Florida
word
love.
happy printer on the end. Can't go wrong.
And I'm excited. We were talking how you're going to be making our backdrop for us. Our new step and repeat / backdrop, whatever you want to call it, an 8
For the
by
show,
10
for the show.
that we're going to do Thursday. So all of the 25,000 people that will be at Meisner Park will know it's us because the banner will be bigger than we are.
Okay, let me correct you.
Oh,
The
please.
25,000 people that will be watching the show all over the world.
And the 2,500 that will physically be there.
Plus.
Plus.
Yes.
And there you have it.
Yes.
So he's
You're
doing-
making fun of me.
Not at all.
Yes, you are.
But
Yes, you are.
Hector
My
did a
gloves don't lie.
Hector did a great job making the new banner, and we sent it to Ken over the weekend.
And
We're
Ken
good?
says he'll have it done.
Wow.
It's already being. I'm going to tell you something. You need something done, you got to call this guy because I was really afraid. I was telling Dawn, can he get it done? Because we were so late in the game, even thinking of it.
Well, here's what happened. So Saturday, because we're Mercury retrograde, before Freddie set me up for failure on the computer side of it, I went to order this banner. So I went on the computer and I went to order the banner, and 10 times I clicked submit checkout, and it didn't go through. So I kind of forgot about it because it was set up to your email. And then I went back, even with paying 1-day shipping, we were going to get it on Wednesday. By the time I got it to go through, it was Saturday night, we couldn't get it 1-day shipping. Now it was going to cost us $100 in shipping to get it by
Which
Wednesday.
is more than the banner.
But I did it, right? So I sent it through because we needed it. And then I emailed Ken, and he got back to me and said, I can do it, and here's the price.
I
and
didn't
it's
even know you
bigger.
did banners. You do banners no matter what. Anything.
Anything and everything.
24/7.
Wow. And when I heard that he says you'll have it all done, and he actually gave us the size we were looking for. We went an 8 by 10, not a 5 by 8.
Right. We went
He
5 by
actually-
8 because it was less money because we were going to pay so much in shipping. And he's local, so he knows where Meisner Park is. So if it happens to be at 11 o'clock a.m. that we get
Doesn't
it,
matter.
he can bring it over because I needed it Wednesday so we can pack it up and get it. So it gives you a whole nother day of window to use the Happy Printer.
It's amazing. It's amazing that he even took the challenge on.
You did Mary's cards as well.
And she's very happy with it.
Mary's happy, and our cards are spectacular.
Yes, sir. It's over here.
And while we're not discussing viruses anymore, let's talk about love, Ken. Transforming the world with love. You were at a conference this weekend. It was lovely.
Yes, I was at the Landmark Forum.
It was
It
lovely.
was extraordinary.
I didn't know if we were going to name what it was, so. What was it all about? Love, transformation?
Well, for me, it was all about love and transforming the world with love and spreading love in the world. And that's my dream and my vision. My dream and my vision and my love is to transform the world with love. I get up every morning, 3, 4 in the morning, turned on about life.
So are
'Cause
you
I'm in
worried
love.
about what's going on in the news?
No.
How do you get from this worry, panic to this state of calm and love?
I just say every morning that I'm in love with life, and that's the way it is. Because I said so.
You're good enough, right? Because I said,
Because he said
are
so.
you in love with the world? No, you're not.
I am. Listen, it is what it is. So one of the kids in here told me, when I gotta go, it's my turn to go. I think it was Maria. Says,
Yes,
when it's
she
my
did.
turn to go, I gotta go. I said, well, don't go now. And she said, why? I said, you're gonna take me
Because
with
you got to
you.
mop the floor first. I know.
No, she had to sweep the floor. That was hilarious in itself. But you should be more cognizant of things going on around you, not about the sickness and everything else. The world's a dangerous place right now. So you should do that. But we shouldn't stop caring about each other. And we were talking about this in my community. There's a rumor that two families quarantined themselves because they may be infected. So I was talking to Linda, and says, I like to take them a box of goods because they didn't know that this was being sprung on them. They didn't have a chance to go anywhere. And people are now leaving things at the door for them. And I don't know them. As friends or anything, but if I can help out, I would do it, absolutely. Why not?
Tess is right. It's about helping mankind. It's not about pointing fingers or anything. It's not political. It's just about everyone getting better and not getting sick.
That's right. It's not about pointing fingers about you didn't do enough, he didn't do enough, she didn't do enough. It's not about that nonsense already. We're past that. It is no longer containment, now is mitigation.
Okay.
I didn't even know what the hell that meant.
And I guess now we
What
got
does
to
that mean?
stop it. We can't contain it anymore because it's going to
So
spread.
it's mitigation, and let's figure out how to overcome it, how to deal with it, how to fix our senior population. And I'm going to tell you, I'm closer to the senior population than I am to the millennials, so I got to look at that side a little bit more.
Not me. I told them it was you and Dawn and Amy sitting on one side, and our crew, we were on the other. And I said, I'm going millennial style. They can go the other side. I'm going to go this direction.
Oh, really?
I'm going to go backwards, even though you and I are both aging this month.
really?
Yes.
So you all young, and you got nothing to worry about.
You know what? I just think it's about love. I think we have to try and spread positive messages instead of all the negativity is all I can say. Did you see what happened? You put things in the universe. You know what we found? I found in your chair today? A pin that said chill. It was an ice cube that said chill. Who'd we give it to? The most chill producer that we have.
What do you
Slick.
mean it's an ice cube?
It's a picture of an ice cube.
It's a picture of an ice
Isn't it
cube.
an ice cube? It says chill.
What you do with it?
The funny thing is, if it had been the other side up, Freddie would have sat on that tack.
I'm going to tell you something. I did sit on it. I got a hole in my butt where it's not supposed to be. I was wondering, what the hell am I sitting on?
A tack that says chill.
That was somebody that was in that chair, obviously. So there you go. It's your message of the day.
Look, isn't he so chill, slick? He's like love, chill.
Post
Our
a
crew was
child
like
of
that
love.
also.
Post a child of
So-
love.
Who ordered lunch?
Oh, how you doing? CB, you might as well come in. Yo, come here. You might as well come in.
I saw a thumb around the door.
Come, sit down.
How you doing?
Come, come
I
sit.
think you are the, talk about business of chill.
Go that way.
Your CBD stores in the house.
That's okay, sit. No, sit down. You're more than welcome.
Jerry, this is Ken.
We got a
Hi,
3
Ken, I'm
spot?
Jerry. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
2 spots?
It's my pleasure.
Ken is the happy printer. Do you have business cards?
I will talk to Ken for sure.
If you are in need of more business cards, the
Yes,
happy printer.
this man actually delivers them. With also, he gives people a little bit of hope, a lot of love. I mean, he's just a whole different take on how he does things.
Not to mention, he's pretty styling.
Oh no, this is styled down. Usually he comes in with a bow tie or a tie. The first time I saw this guy, I said, he must be the IRS. I must owe money. Who is this guy? You told me that's the happy printer. I
That
went,
is the happy printer.
And
You
he
look like
delivers?
you lost even more weight.
Well, I've been training for a bodybuilding competition. So I went Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I go to the gym in my building, and everybody's been saying I'm losing weight. I actually just weigh 160, and I'm 5'10", and I'm just getting more and more defined every day. And I'm 55, so it's really extraordinary how I'm creating my body.
it's the
Oh,
same.
Jim,
It's
say-
the same thing that Mia. Mia's into bodybuilding, right?
I don't do bodybuilding.
I think you were gonna build and get
I work out.
pumped up.
I'm trying to get shredded.
Oh, it's
Trying to get shredded.
you're trying to get into bodybuilding.
But a lot of it's mindset, yes?
Well, so a lot of it is eating. So I'm a vegan, and I don't eat fat, and I don't eat cholesterol, and I don't eat sugar, and I don't drink alcohol. And it's definitely eating and working out, and it is also mindset. I mean, being in love with life is definitely helps. And so first I wanted to acknowledge both of you. So I want to acknowledge you, Freddie, and I want to acknowledge you, Dawn. So first thing, Freddie, you're very handsome, Freddie.
You're out of your mind. You must be.
Suavemente.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And
Okay.
and every day when I get on your show and I watch it, I'm moved. Like I just want to watch it on Facebook Live. And
Okay.
and you are beautiful.
Thank you.
And both of you together make such a huge difference in my life and everybody else's life who's out there. So
Ken.
this show is extraordinary, and I love being on this show.
Well, we appreciate you being on it. I wish I had known that you were vegan because we had a vegan gentleman here at the 9 o'clock. We did the morning show, and he has a message also, and he is very, very deep into it. I learned a lot from Harold this morning as to why he does what he does. And vegan, the food going in, is a very important aspect of staying healthy and appreciating the things you have in life. Like you appreciate what you do in your business. You're the best at what you do. Right? We always talk, are you the best? And the kids all will answer the same yes, because you should be the best. So we appreciate having you on the air all the time. It's a whole lot of fun.
I mean, the cards are spectacular, but that fact that you can turn a step and repeat around for us in 24 hours and have it delivered to us at a better price right in our backyard, that's just beyond even amazing.
And delivers it.
Because think about what's happening in business. Everyone's trying to get to the next level. And why can't we get to the next level? It's either too much money, we don't invest in ourselves, our timing's off, and we just don't do it. There's no reason not to do it, though.
That's right. Take your business to the other level, next level, because you believe in it. You believe in yourself. You believe in what you do. That's why I'm happy that your CBD store is on the set as well. I mean, these are people that actually get it. They understand what they're doing. The significance to helping others grow has always been there. Ken's always been that way. So it's kind of refreshing to see.
And how do people find your love? Transforming the world with love.
So they find my love on Florida Love on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Florida Love. I have a Facebook group, Florida Love. And I also have Love Will Keep Us Together, which has almost 2,000 people on it. And what we do is we post about love every day. And it's just so inspiring to get up. And I love you both.
Oh,
I
we love
really
having you.
love you
Thank you,
both.
Ken.
Absolutely.
And so I want to let you know that this transformational seminar I went was extraordinary, and it's called Landmark. And actually Tuesday evening, I'm going to be in my evening session of the seminar. So you're all invited to come.
Where's it being held at?
It's being held at Landmark at 6451 North Federal Highway.
It's in Boca?
That's in North Fort Lauderdale
Okay.
on Federal Highway, and it was amazing.
People say it is life-changing, this seminar from Landmark. It changes your mindset,
Well
your
known in the
perspective.
community, yeah.
Absolutely is. And you're inviting people to join you, to be part of it. You know what? Wouldn't that be a nice change as opposed to all these other things that we're getting our lives sucked into? Not because we don't need to be informed, but sometimes the information becomes to a point where you go, I got the information a few days ago, I understand, now we need to move on. But if you can't move on, if there's nothing else in front of you and you can't reset your mindset, then it builds anxiety. And then what do we need for anxiety? Then we got to go to your CBD store and deal with it. And as a matter of fact, I was using some of the gummies yesterday to try and get me off the fence.
I use the cream
If
every
you
day.
notice, it's not there anymore. It is
Yeah, I was
now in
gonna
my
ask, did you eat 'em
kitchen.
all?
Pretty much. So I did a slick.
But he did a slick.
A bag was
He ate a whole
serving
bag.
size.
But the object of the game, do things that make you feel good about yourself. Do things that make you want to stay healthy. I mean, I'm a perfect example. We were talking to Harold this morning. 5 years ago, I ate everything: ketchup, mayo. I was a walking mess, man. Right? And then you get a little bit older, and things don't work the way they used to, and you get sick. And you don't realize just how many people around you affect by becoming sick. Okay, I love it when people tell me, oh, you know what, I gotta go. Yeah, you gotta look at what you're leaving behind. The residue, this little circle that you leave behind, are people that you break up when you leave. So,
Like I told you on our 9 o'clock hour, happy rebirthday to you. Because 3 years ago,
I know, to the day yesterday.
to the day yesterday, and just for me getting through that day, and I'm sure for you and your family, I remember International Women's Day. They told you may not have made it till today.
Well, that's right. Congratulations to all the women. International Women's Day.
Yeah.
You saw the USA women's soccer team won 1-0 against Spain, which was amazing. But congratulations.
But
to
talk
them.
about changing mindset. you are with us today because you changed your life after the doctors told you you may not be here, and here you sit.
That's right. That's right. And there's a different calling to the game now, and things like CBD and things like meeting people who are healthy. You know, changing your environment with people is like changing the air around that you breathe, because bad, toxic people are gonna make you toxic and make you sick.
Did you see the post I put on this weekend about women who change and believe in themselves? Did
Yes.
you read the article?
Yes, I did.
I got more comments on that than I think some other things. It just goes to show you the mindset that's out there. And you know what, women, ladies? International Women's Day, but every day. And that is why we created this platform, was to give everyone a voice. Even I talked about this over 4 years ago, that no one should ever feel like they have nothing to say, or you have something to say, but no one will listen. We're all here to listen and share ideas and love and hope and have a voice.
It's funny because I laugh when you mention this, and Ken is a guy, and he's talking the same platform, and it's refreshing. You know, a lot of guys wouldn't do it. A lot of guys sort of lay back and say, "Oh, let her handle it." But you know that he's talking the truth. And you can't deny the truth.
Nope. Happy Printer, how do they find you, Ken?
They find me at 917-699-1995 or happyptr@aol.com. And
Amazing. And I'm telling you, you're going to see our step and repeat. We've got new business cards, and that's just the tip of the iceberg for what he can create.
That's
so
right.
give him
Come
a
and
call,
get your
contact
cards.
him. 1,000 free business cards for your first order, and they are amazing. This is the soft touch, all different kinds. That also has our Mobi Pop,
This is
so they
spectacular,
can be
man.
scanned, and all of our information
Did a
is
good
right
job.
there.
Did a
Let's
good
take a
job.
quick commercial break, Mia and Slick. Maria, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard?
Sexy, seductive,
And you
and
think
beautiful.
that you can make
Looking
a
for a
difference
professional and talented
if only
photographer?
someone would
Danielle
listen.
Boujon specializes in
It's time
capturing
for women in
flirtatious
business
and
to have a
tasteful
place to
images for
step
yourself
into
or your
power.
partner.
A platform
Located in
to
South
embrace
Florida.
your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
What we're really excited about with this new part of the reef is to see what happens with the animals moving from one side to the other and what the growth will be from 10 years worth of mature corals and sponges and things, and what the movement will be onto the new reef.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great? Outstanding? Hi, my name is Anne Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. That was a thank you to all of our sponsors. At our 9 o'clock hour, we had Jeff with Promo Stuff For You and talking about what you need to take your business to the next level and for people to remember you. Happy Printer, he's always loving himself and he's happy. And business cards, you see our new cards DJ we got printed. And then we have our new sponsor came in, Jerry, with your CBD store. They are now taking over the Jupiter location.
That's number 10.
And that's number 5 right now.
Number 5.
And that just happened in 24 hours.
Yeah, he just made an announcement that he's going to be represented at the Marlins Park up in Jupiter. He's going to have a stand in there as well. He's going to be Marlin, and he's a White Sox fan, but he's going to be Marlins. I'm going to be Mets. Baby, we're going to get it on this year.
There you have it.
20 games.
But CBD, everyone's got so much anxiety. I took my CBD rings home. I shared them if anyone wanted them. But you know what? Ken was saying to me during commercial break, if you love yourself, and this is not hokey, this is not like woo-woo fairy. This is if you love yourself enough to do what you need to do and change your mindset, then everything kind of just falls into place. Yes?
Yes.
Have a little belief.
Yes. And what I ask myself every day is, what do I love? What's important to me? And I get up and I answer that question. And when I go to sleep, I say, I love you to myself. And it's really extraordinary. And the actual breakthrough is to just keep saying, I love you, I love you, I love you when you go to sleep. See how many times you can say it.
Now, I got to ask you, because you must do business cards for thousands of companies.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're starting out, a company, I mean, this is your first line of offense, right? Because this is your intro.
Correct.
It's like with Moby Pop. You can go in that direction, but this is hand to hand. A little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
You ever run across a business and say, if I were them, I would do this and recommend a change?
Sure.
You have.
Well, we had the
Well, that's why I
conversation
asked you.
originally.
Right.
Yeah, she asked me, I was like, you can't read this, and I had my designer transform it to what, so
This
it
is
was
nice.
extraordinary. And right away, Dawn, you saw it. So really, it's that, like you're in that mindset. Like I see typos, they pop right out at me.
You saw the typo and you said, I think this is spelled wrong. And I said, okay, fix it. But I have enough confidence to know your quality of work, to know that you got this. Even the step and repeat you're doing, the one you and I were looking at, I think it only had grommets on the corners, right? It sounds silly that we're talking about grommets. And then you said to me, should we do it every 2 feet? Like, if that's what you recommend. I know one of the other ones we hang up for a show, it pulls in the middle because there's no grommet to secure it. It's the little things. It's the attention to detail. When you're on a set, you and I are not going to be able to stretch this banner. You want it to be up. You want people to see it. You want to promote your business as an 8x10 the way it should be.
And an 8x10 is not a small piece. It's a big piece, right? So you got to make sure your vector is clear, the grommets are in there, that it stations out. But it's a calling card, man. Yeah, if more than 2,500 people show up, they're going to see it. It's going to be the biggest event we've ever done, with 6 more to follow. And it's all in part because the happy printer made it happen.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to.
And here's the funny thing, I'm sitting here talking to you, it is about having faith. Saturday, I sent myself up such a tree in a whirlwind between the banner and the computer that you set me up to fail on, and then the banner. By Saturday night, my computer wasn't working. You want to know why I'm crazy today? Because yesterday, I think I just had a nervous breakdown because of all this technology. And then you texted me, and it was like, I got this, we're good to go. And then I actually sat and I could breathe yesterday.
Yeah, but Dawn, I didn't set you up to fail.
Yeah.
I set you up so you can try
potato.
to fix something that I knew wasn't going to work.
Really? Okay. Wait, are we listening to this? I knew you weren't going to fail. I tried you to do something that I knew wasn't going to work. Slip, really? What, was that a setup?
It wasn't a setup.
What was that?
It was, I thought maybe you knew something I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do a lot of things in this business, and now I know. And I'm going to learn how to edit next.
Yes, that was the whole crux of this thing. I wanted you to say, I want to learn
But
how
I
to
hope you
edit.
enjoyed your dinner out Saturday night.
I
I hope
froze.
you enjoyed your nice evening out.
Listen, compare it to this. You had Mia and Maria, and they were sweeping.
Yes.
And I know by watching them for 2 minutes, they don't do that very often. One of them almost hurt herself, and the other one almost strangled herself with the broom. But they're like the little train they couldn't. They're pushing it and they're doing it and they're doing it. So when I didn't tell you all the detail, I did tell you, you just didn't get it. Don't keep trying, it's not gonna work.
But to me, don't keep trying meant you can't do it. And if I hadn't done it, then it was like you couldn't do it. And I will keep trying until I get it. That's just what I do.
But then she says I set her up.
Yes.
I didn't set you up. If I had from now on, I would never send you another
A bad
email.
file?
Again, it wasn't a bad file. It was a big file.
Anyway, moving on. It's about loving yourself. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and I said, you are so beautiful, and you're nice, and all of these things. And they said, but I don't feel that way. But you should, right?
Absolutely. That's what my seminar was about this weekend. Loving yourself, like getting that you're beautiful.
Now, do people come up to you, they don't feel good about themselves? And they're not going to come out and say, I don't feel good about myself. They sort of hide or they shrink. I call it shrinkage. For lack of a better word.
Shrinkage, another person's shrinkage.
When the shrinkage means that you withdraw from a group setting. You know, you shrink away. You find them holding up the walls in the corner. They're very shy. Their eye contact is always down. But they're at a business gathering because they want to grow out of this thing. What are some of the helpful points that you can offer somebody to love themselves?
Well, what I would first do is ask them, what's important to you? What are you passionate about? What do you love? Like Freddie, what do you love?
I love to see people smile.
Got it.
And the only way that's going to happen is you got to look at them. You got to be there with them. You got to say something out of the ordinary. I love doing that. I love sending, like with DJ. Sometimes I'll look at him and speak in French, and he's like, what the hell is he saying?
So you love to see people smile, so that gets you up in the morning.
It
Go
does.
on, what do you love?
To give people a platform to share their voice.
Got it. So you love to give people a platform to share their voice. That gets you up in the morning. So I would ask the person who doesn't love themselves, what do you love? And that would get them up in the morning so that they get they're beautiful, so that they get they're special, so that they don't look down.
Let's ask.
Let's ask. Get a mic, gang.
Everybody grab a mic.
Guys, what do you love?
What gets you up in the morning this
What gets you up in the morning that you love? What do you love?
He has to figure out which mic he's on. Who's gonna go first?
Mia.
Mia.
This is gonna sound bad. It's my dog.
Your dog. Why does that sound bad?
I don't know.
What
'Cause
kind of
it's not
dog?
a person or something, but I love my dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
She's a pit bull boxer mix. And
You got a
every time
pit
I'm-
bull?
Yeah. And every time I'm not home, I can't wait to get home to my dog.
How long have you had the dog?
3 years.
Wow. Original owner from a puppy?
I got her from Tri-County Animal Shelter.
And what makes you feel good about your dog?
It's nice coming home to someone that unconditional love. No matter what, you're having a bad day, good day, no matter what, she's so happy to see me. I love, like, if my friends are over and we're all having a good time and laughing or dancing, she'll literally get up and start, like, jumping on us. Like, she feels the energy. She loves having friends over. That's
He's
it.
a boxer.
You love unconditional love. To me, all human beings love unconditional love. And to me, to find something that's unconditional love for you.
Yeah.
So what you love is your dog. What's your dog's name?
Maggie.
Maggie.
I got a question.
Sure.
Unconditional love. True or a made up truth?
Absolutely true.
It is.
Absolutely.
And you
So
want to know
every-
why it's true?
Uh-huh.
Because I say so.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I'm just saying a lot of people will come back to you and say there's always a reason why they say I love you. There's always a condition.
That's so cynical. That's terrible. Who would say that to you?
Did I say somebody said it to me? I said there are people who have said that. Yes. What are you, the drama queen? Yes.
Yes.
People believe that unconditional love is a very difficult thing. Well, she says her dog is unconditional love.
Absolutely, your dog's unconditional love.
And then she didn't want to admit to it. Oh, I got unconditional love for my dog because it's unusual, right? That human beings can't love people unconditionally. That's what I got out of that conversation.
But her dog's not a people. Her dog's
Well,
a
human
dog.
beings can unconditionally love other people.
Okay.
And do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I
You
say
say
so.
so.
Exactly.
I got that message.
And your name of your dog is
Maggie?
Maggie.
Maggie? Can I see a picture?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's like my screensaver.
She has pictures of Maggie.
Yeah.
let's ask
So
Maria.
here So here's just an interesting thing. So oh my God, gorgeous, so cute,
It's like my Sam.
and that's a pit bull. Isn't that amazing? Like people will run away from such a beautiful, loving dog because it's a pit bull. So the thing is, when I ask you what you love, notice how you said my dog, and no one knew you even had a dog.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you ask somebody
True
what they
that.
love. You find out about them. So what do you love?
Maria, what do you love?
My mom.
Your mom. Tell me why.
She's my best friend.
Really?
I love her, yeah. I tell her everything. Well, most things. Because I know she's not going to judge me, like, whether it's, like, something bad or something good.
So does she unconditionally love you?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
My mother was my girlfriend. I used to tell her, there's no other woman in the world who could be like Mom. And man, my mother judged me. Woo, baby. But you know why? I said, it's all good, Mom. Because you're the only one who can. I had no problem with that whatsoever.
So you were your mama's boy?
I was never a mama's boy, but when Mom said jump, I said how high. I never smoked cigarettes in front of my mother.
Mom was some boy.
I used to throw them away or throw the pack away. One day I was in Puerto Rico. I had just bought a big marble box, and she came into the room, and I flicked them out the car, and I went to somebody got a free box of cigarettes. Because, hey, Ma, how you doing? But that was Mom's respect. You know.
So did she love you, or
Adored
did she
me.
judge you?
No, it didn't matter. My mom
But
loved me.
was the judgment love, or was it judgment?
It was always. My mother used to say to me, if you do it the wrong way, you're going to hear from me. And I heard from her.
So this is a perfect example. So like I could say somebody's judging me, or I can say they're loving me. It's where I'm coming from that it is, because I say so. So if you say your mom loved you,
Gotcha.
she loved you. If you said she judged you, she judged you. So it's what we speak that gives us the reality we live in.
That's very cool. So mom loves you. She don't judge you. Do you tell Mom everything? Almost. It's always that 1%.
What do you not tell? What do you not tell her?
Well, I can't tell you if I don't tell my mom.
Mom, if you're watching, I got your back.
There you go. All right, Slick.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
No, mine's is jaded because it is my mom. For the almost the same reasons as Maria, but I do like waking up for peace and quiet. So I like peace and quiet and creating. So if you
Does mom? You live with your mom?
No.
No, you don't. Is mom always looking out for you, cooking or giving you whatever?
Correct.
You need?
She always just like when the coronavirus broke out, any virus breaks out, she's like, make sure I have some gloves, come and pick them up. She doesn't have face masks though, but she makes sure
she's in the health field, right?
Correct. She always stacks up my car whenever I visit her.
You know, I would love to meet your mom because I can see her in you.
Me?
Yeah.
My mom?
Your
No,
mom.
my mom is radically different than me.
I don't know.
Radically different, but she's caring. She's
I
really
will
caring.
bet to differ, baby. That's okay. I want to
really
meet your mom.
It's funny because last week I said to Freddie, I said, we know Slick loves his mom. He says, how do you know? Because he picked up some stuff for us last week.
Mm-hmm.
And you came back and you said to Freddie, from now on, she doesn't ever go there alone. And no guy would ever say that and look out for me,
Correct.
another woman, unless you weren't
Yeah,
close
you
with your
shouldn't go
mom.
there alone. Yeah.
But you didn't have to say that, nor would a lot of people even think that. But he came back, he goes, Freddie, she doesn't go there alone again.
You don't go there at all.
But he came back and he said that, and I said to you, he must be close with his mom to come back with that.
Yeah, she does.
Right?
True that.
The
Because you
guy,
would totally
he-
said that to your mom.
Yeah, I would have definitely said that. He's giving you a weird vibe, Mom. I'll just take care of it. And
Which is really nice.
yeah.
And what's your mom's name?
My mom's name's Marie.
Maria?
Marie.
Marie.
Yeah.
Maria, what's your mom's name?
Yeah.
Viviana.
Viviana?
And Marie.
All right.
Good kids.
Got it. And why do they call you Slick?
Oh, he called me Cool Cat at first. And then I loathed that name. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna be Cool Cat. And then he just all of a sudden he's good at nicknames. So
I'm gonna tell
he
you,
went
this
Slick.
kid,
It's Slick.
this kid, he is the. I used to hang out in jazz clubs in New York in the day when I went to NYU, and we used to hang out with people that just used to dress the part of cool, you know, slick back and cool, and he reminds me of that because he's a cool dude, you know. And sometimes he'll put on his Liberace jacket and his shoes. The other day, Dawn was
You
saying,
gotta spice it up.
How many pair of shoes does he got?
I have enough. Humanly possible.
He's just slick. So we went on a gig with him, and he drinks pineapple and rum. Now, in the day, we used to drink pineapple and rum. I haven't seen that concoction in maybe 30 years.
Pineapple's good for you.
30 years. Only the slick guys used to do it. So I say, that's my brother Slick over there. So that's how it came.
So you love shoes?
I do.
Yeah. So how many pairs do you buy a week?
I can't say I buy in a week, but I know when I have to go shopping or try to see if I can find something new, I always end up at a sneaker store and I'm either buying 1 or 2 pairs.
Got it. So how many sneakers do you have?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, there's plenty of sneakers.
No, but I do have plenty of sneakers though.
And what do you?
And they different range because I've been up north, so I like boots now, so I'm buying boots, and not sneakers.
So you switch from sneakers to boots?
No, but I still love sneakers. They're light, but boots are.
He
boots are
likes
my
to be
thing now.
Mr. Class. Now check it out. You want to know the ironic thing about this kid? He works for Home Depot.
Mm.
You know how I can see him being at a store.
Did you ever
clothing
think of
store.
working for a shoe store?
I did at a point in time, but they never called me back. So
Whoa.
They never
So
called me
this
back.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. If you
Yeah.
worked at a shoe store, would you love your life?
I wouldn't say I would love it. I would think my paychecks would be going to the shoes, especially the new ones that comes
Got
in.
it. So would you love that?
Correct, because I have exclusives.
Got it. So my request is that you find a job with a shoe store.
Okay.
But he
Okay.
loves helping people too.
I don't
Home
mind
Depot
helping
lets him
people.
do that.
That's the thing.
Well, and you'll help people.
Because I really redo doors and windows for people, and it's mostly I don't mind helping moms. I don't mind helping dads figure out a way to
get it
pay a good price, not overcharge price.
But I mean, to be straight about it, you're really not happy in Home Depot.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's so much dust everywhere. I can't even wear nice shoes there.
Yeah, so you're working in a job you don't love.
I don't.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
I have to. Yeah, you're right about that. Lower back problems and everything. No, seriously.
He's gonna quit today.
Yeah.
I quit. This guy told me I quit.
Yeah. So my request is you and I together, we find you a shoe store to work in.
Or a clothing store.
I
is
did
it the
clothing,
same?
but I can't do clothing.
No.
Sorry.
So what's your dream shoe store you'd want to work in?
I would say New Balance because in Boston they had a big New Balance store.
Do they even have one down here?
Yeah, there's one.
Got it. So where's the New Balance store down here?
The mall?
Which mall?
In Town Center Mall?
Town Center Mall? Yeah. Okay.
They have one there?
I'll check it
So
out.
you know what we'll do? We'll take a crew out and say, listen, this guy is here to interview for a job. He's going to say, what job? The one you're going to create.
Correct.
And he's going to say, what job? I said, because I said so.
So let me ask you a question. If they said, what's your real name?
Oh, Gene.
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 I was going to call you Slick for a second. Gene, we'll hire you if you work for free right now, but we'll give you 40% off the shoes.
Shoes a week.
Would you work in New Balance?
We'll have to, like, you know, fluctuate on the 40%, probably like a good 55%.
Got
off
it.
the
Got
shoes.
it. So if they said, would you work for free, but we'll give you 55% off, would you work at New Balance in the Town Center Mall?
But that's the thing, the for free part. I wouldn't mind the discount, but I would have to receive
FP&L
some.
doesn't get paid for free.
But here's the thing. It
But
would
I
be your
would-
dream job.
Yeah, I would love it. Like, I'll get the shoes, or like I'll get exclusives coming in, and I wouldn't mind. I like the smell of like fresh pair of sneakers.
Buy
That's
yourself
the
a pair
weird-
of shoes and sniff them
So
every
would
day.
that get you
I
up in the
kinda
morning?
do have some shoes in boxes.
Gene, would that get you up in the morning to go and smell those shoes that you love and get 55, yeah, exactly, and get 55% off? Would you like love your life? And then with the possibility of like becoming a store manager, like anything's possible.
Correct. I would, yeah. I wouldn't mind that, but the
Beating
for
the
free
shoes for
part,
food, though.
the shoes, yeah.
Eat her mom's house.
Let's go to commercial break, me, and when we come back, let's talk to DJ and Teddy, see what they love. We should ask Mary as well. I think Mrs. Massachusetts is still in the theater. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
So,
You have a business you want to
so
share.
Gene, I have a
ideas
request
want
that you
to be
come
heard,
with me
and
to the New
events
Balance
you want
store.
to be known, then amp them up on Amp It Up, our new online radio station. We want your voice to be heard, so spread the word on Amp It Up. Contact us at 866-224-5422 for more information. Let's amp it up.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee, and it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you. Hi, my name is Leslie
If
Carmen.
a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? and you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Here we go.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're talking about love, and we found out what half our crew loves, and we're going to ask DJ.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know. Our host of Fuego, not so sure. Let's see.
I love that God has a sense of humor because He created me. And everything that I do, I remember my father told me, no matter what you do, make sure you do it right or don't do it at all. When I get involved with anything, from carpentry to soccer, even hanging the pictures here, you see me, I love what I do, and I want to make sure that I do the best I can do. So sometimes I cannot help it to say, you know, Fernando, I look at myself in the mirror. Who is the man in that mirror? No matter if you have one more day or 10 more years, you did your very best. As a person, as a human being, with your children and with your grandchildren, with your friends, and even with the people that doesn't like you, because I don't have too many people that doesn't like me, but when somebody tries to send me a message that is not positive, I always give them a hug and I change who they are through who I am. So I love my life. I really do. And I can say thank God for the talent that He gave me. Because the people that I love, friends, anybody that I come in touch with you, I have a lot of respect for people that I work with, and I always thank them for the opportunities. Like in this case, Freddie and Dawn. From the very beginning when I met you, I said, you're going to get the best from me. And that's what I do in everything that I do. I love my life.
And you do it really well. You know, he hosts a show called Fuego. And I've gotten more questions about Fuego than any other show that we produce. And we produce over 20 other shows. Because number one, it's in Spanish, and it's something that I've chased this for years. I could not deliver it, and he has, and he's put together a group of ladies that I think the final part will be tomorrow, and we'll be 5 days a week producing it. And then there's a whole different caption of what I want to do with this thing as well. I just wanted them to get their feet wet and see what they're talking about. They're doing elections and everything else. But my question to you is, what's your dream?
And I shared this with you a few weeks ago. My dream, I'm feeling it right now. As we speak right now with them. You mentioned about internships. What do you want to do? So I'm doing what I dreamed for many years, and perhaps I did not have the opportunity to do it. And it's not about the tangible, material things. It's then you fulfill what you say, I did it. And my children say, I went to school. I just finished it 6 months ago. I said, I want to get my broadcasting license. And I did it. They said, for what? Was a big sacrifice because I was working full time too. I said, no problem. I got it. And I'm doing this. I like it. So I said, Fernando, you know, you are something else because no matter what you pursued, you do it. You get it. Somebody say, hey, we want you in Boston. I want you to hang wallpaper. And we wanted you to do 4 rooms. You did a little bit of carpentry. I said, I never hang wallpaper. In Colombia, we don't have wallpaper.
We never have walls.
Let me find out. I did have Google to find out how to do it. And I said, well, let me see how it is. What kind of wallpaper? You buy the paper, I hang the paper. I didn't even know what kind of glue to hang it with. So I have that ability to say, I'm going to go and get it. And I get it done. And when the product is final, they say, can you do another house? You know what I mean? So this is what I always pursued. You know, so right now, Fred and Dawn and team, I thank you because I'm fulfilling my dream. And when you say, Freddie, the green light that you have given me and say, do whatever you want. There are these ladies and I see them. I see them and the co-hosts for the Fuego, and they are like shining, and they say thank you. I says, no thanks to me. Freddie Don, the Brooklyn Cafe.
No, they don't thank us. They gotta thank you.
No, and Hector,
Hector's
the work that he
excellent.
does. And I always thank him, So it's like we have to take people's talents and let them excel with all the talent. And that's what I'm doing.
And there it is. It's excelling
Mhm.
other people's talents.
Correct.
And producing a show has so many different aspects to it. People think that we come in here and voila, it just goes on, man.
Glamorous lifestyle, yes.
But there's so much back room stuff that you have to do. And,
Correct.
And as soon as on Friday, I intend to meet with you and all your co-hosts, because now we're going to take it to another level. I would like to see Fuego doing remotes.
Correct.
In Spanish. And I want 2020 to do remotes or Millennial Show.
And
I
you saw
want
me in
them to
action
do
when
it.
we went to pick up the food at the Presidente. Remember, I was asking for the manager. I want to talk to the manager.
That's right.
Because we want to go there and say, how do you make this pork? How do you make these empanadas? And, and give it to the people that are going to the store there. And say, how did you do that? How did you get here? Are you from Mexico, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic? And what makes you feel? So now we can turn the table and say, why are you a manager? And what makes you to be so good managing this kind of restaurant?
It just lights them up.
Yeah.
So what is your show about?
It's a variety show. Like, for example, right now we are tackling the elections because the Latin people, sometimes they are a little bit shy about elections. They care what the results are going to be. So we are a big segment of the show is elections, census for the Latin people. So what I told the people, the other ladies, the co-hosts, I say, we speak to a person, the Latin person, that just arrived to the United States a week ago or a year ago. So let us be the tools of educating them what this country is all about. Because I did that. I didn't have a helping hand when I first arrived to Boston. I didn't have that helping hand. What the 1040 is, when you file your tax return, did you live with the Romans, you do what the Romans do. Don't try to be against them. Just fit in, try to do what the United States is offering you, because that was your dream. That was my dream, to be in the United States and fulfill my dream. So our objective is for the listener, the viewer, to say, I'm in the United States and I'm going to follow what the Fuego is going to say. So we are a tool, a mechanism that we can offer them to help them as well for whatever it may be.
Do you know, I now that he says this, I'm going to let you in on a secret that I've never told anybody in my life. When I went to New York University and graduated, my major was political science. And you know why?
Why?
Because my family grew up arguing about politics in the house. And I felt ashamed that I didn't know enough about the politics in this country. I felt ashamed that I couldn't represent my point of view. I couldn't express myself. Like, we're always talking about how I make up words.
Yes.
Back in the day, I was worse.
Really?
So I became a political science major to learn how the three branches of the government work and the Supreme Court and yada, yada, yada. And I could tell you things that you probably never heard about. But it makes me laugh now because after all that studying and all that learning, I don't even argue anymore. I think I've educated myself enough to say, I'm not going to argue the point because I know what the true deal is.
I gotta tell you, arguing is not my thing. When even the heated discussions that my kids and everyone has at a table, it gives me so much angst that I either walk away.
So much what?
Angst.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Chugging along when I said that was a word, and angst is a real word?
Angst
is a real word?
So the reason you don't like that is because you're a lover.
Yeah, I don't like this whole.
Don't
You don't
laugh.
like to argue?
Don't laugh.
I do not do the arguing thing.
No,
she's a lover.
Look,
she's a lover.
When she gets P.O., watch out. Hurricane Dawn is in the house. And you know how she does it? She puts the face. It's the face. And the face don't go away. And no matter how many times you try to do it, it's the face. And it's the face. Take off the face. How many times did I tell you that?
You can't take off this face, that's all I can tell you.
I suffered it today.
But yes, the arguing, the politics of it, there's so much negativity going on. It just makes me, uncomfortable in my own skin to hear all of it. But last ask Teddy what she loves.
Before we go to Teddy, get your mic on. I want to say hi to Kim. who is an avid watcher of our show, Kim. She also watches
Hi, Kim.
Verdict and Momentum
She's good
Mindset.
friends with Jay and
And
Jenny.
she was on the show, yes. And Kim, not for nothing, you owe me a visit. You told me you were going to do this. It's been now 4 years here. You went to the radio station. Now you got to come here one time.
So, Kim, what do you love, Kim?
Write in and let us know.
What do you
Kim.
love, Kim?
Oh, I'm going to tell you, we could do this all day. I got thousands of people writing in here.
Yep.
Everybody's telling us what they love. All right, let's go to Teddy. Now, this is going to be unique. Because remember, September 5th is Teddy's birthday. If you tell me it's Teddy's birthday on September 5th, you get a bag of coffee. Yes, Teddy.
Mine's not really as exciting as DJ's. What gets me up in the morning is the future, and make a better future for my parents and my nieces and my nephew and my little cousins and
your family.
Yeah, being someone that they can be really proud of and that they can see on the TV or the screen and be like, oh man, they're part of my family, and making sure my mom gets taken care of at some point instead of taking care of everyone else.
I had to tell you,
That's
the more conversations I have with you, when you tell me what you do sometimes on the weekends, and what you do with your mom and your dad, and when things upset you and it's family oriented, it's only because you want the good for people. And this kid, this young woman, what she does in a day, she's here with us by 8.
Yeah.
You work with us sometimes until 8, and then you do what you do until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and show back up here at 8. It's amazing what she does. She can single-handedly run this entire production house, everything from soup to nuts, and it's always ask Teddy, ask Teddy. But then you've got a life, and you've got family and a boyfriend and parents and a grandmother, and it goes on and another job. And you're always giving back.
But are you happy with what you do?
I am. That's why I do it. I went through a lot of jobs before I found myself working with you guys, and I went through a lot of jobs before I worked at my other one, and I will do anything it takes to get the future that I want for my family. And I did it with other jobs, and I'm lucky that my position now puts me on the correct path, and I also really enjoy it. But I will do anything to get that future, and that makes me happy.
One of the few people in this business, including my sons, one of the few people in this business that I can honestly say keeps up to what I do is that young lady right there. I mean, it's a miracle sometimes. She'll come in things that I can't get to work, and she gets it done. Which is
You and
amazing.
Slick, that you guys come here at 8 now, then you go out on remote, and then you come back here, and then you stay here at night. Thursday's a full day from 9 a.m., 8 a.m. until,
I tell you, bring a shrink, because I think there are a couple of French fries showed up a Happy Meal. Them.
So actually, what I'm seeing possibly, what I would love is to have a show here about love.
I think we should do that. I
Just
think
look at
it'd
this
be-
conversation for possibility out of
Oh, it's
asking people what they
contagious. Oh,
love. So
absolutely.
just have people on the show and ask them what they love, and look what comes out of it.
Listen, if you guys that are watching want to participate, yes,
us
you
know.
too, Kim, participate. We'll put this together. We can hold 50, 60 people back there. It'll be kind of interesting twist to take advantage of what we got going. And you have some guest speakers or however you want to rotate it for people to do whatever the formula is. And I'm all in.
Let us know what you love. Absolutely, because you know what? It's a whole different mindset as opposed to all this other stuff that sometimes we think about. Just
It's
for a
time for the
moment in
change.
time.
This is right up your alley. You know how many years we talked about all of this and having the little wands for kids and the Make-A-Wish and this and all the things that you wanted to have kids come and sort of do?
It's all about love and hope and humanity and kindness and everything we can do here, which is why if I had to be in quarantine, it would be here. Because as many TVs as we have, we don't have any working
Quarantine
TVs.
means nobody comes forward to you. So if you stay here, nobody can come.
All right, then if I needed to be in a safe place, it would be here. Because all of these TVs don't even have TV broadcasting on them. I wouldn't see anything else that happened in the world, but I'd be quite happy.
You could do a show from your house and still be on the show.
Oh, there you go. But I love it here, though. I love being with everybody.
But if you're quarantined.
And watching their possibilities and their growth, and Mia smile every day, and Maria learning what she's learning. It's Slick. It's just, man, he's just so slick. And Teddy, everything I said, and there's more. I mean, we've got a lot of people that are not in today, and some of our producers. I wish and I hope that they're watching because they're going through some difficult times. We've had 2 in the hospital. We've got 1 who's emotionally has some issues going on in life, and they're too young. Their futures are too bright ahead of them for all of this negativity to be influencing their lives, and that's what hurts my heart. Is that I don't know whether they don't see it or they're stuck in the soup, as you call it, or maybe they don't
Stuck
love
in the
themselves
soup.
enough. I don't know. I mean, I think about the fly goes in the glue and they're kind of stuck. But for these kids to have so much anxiety, not you guys, but others in this generation, it's just not the way life is supposed to be. So I think a show on love would be wonderful.
Yes, I think there'll be good spokespeople for
Right?
it.
So it's no accident, because when I ask people what they love, I say, if you had a
Magic wand
and you could create your dream life, what would you create?
Would you go for it? Would you go for it? Would you go for it? You know, like we always talk about. I remember all the kids that come in, we teach them the one thing: are you the best at what you do? I don't want to hear you're getting better. You get this room. I don't want to hear it. You got to be the best, because it's like you said, because I said so, right? So a director, when they're running on that particular box, directs the show. You don't ask, are you ready to go? You say, okay, let's go. Now Teddy's learned that, and Teddy will tell you, do it or get out the way. That's the way Teddy is. Either she's going to do it or you're going to do it when she
But
tells you.
not always. She's learned that we have to be on air.
Yeah, well, you got to, patience is one thing, production is another. Production has a specific time you got to go. 1 minute late, you're done. Game over. So what I like about this is there's a new challenge that's coming. We've talked about remotes and everything else, and we are now ready to do that. And I'm going to push them. I'm going to push them out there to do remotes, to do their own show. Her and I are going to sit here, because I sort of know how to run that. And we're going to sit behind, we're going to let them go and do.
Headset, we're good.
No, well, we can handle it. It's not a problem. So I want to push the envelope. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it louder. And I want them to know this side of the business. It's not just the front of the camera. There's a lot going on in the back of it.
Yes.
And that we believe in them, which is, I think, is an important message of what you have. You got to believe in people to feel the love, no?
Well, what I see is you love them.
Absolutely.
Not just believe in them, you
do.
love them. And you love, and you want them to get everything they love. See, to me, love is everything. And it's not like hope or faith, it's just love. And what I actually just saw as possible is a show about love where we call What Do You Love? And if you have remotes, you go out and you ask people what they love.
Right.
And how powerful that would be. Look at how inspiring it is. You love your family. You love God. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah, we love God. We love our Creator. We were created.
Well, some people don't love God. You love God. Like, yeah. Yeah. And you love church? Do you go to church? Yeah. Mm-hmm. See what you find out when you ask people? Isn't it amazing? Like, you have a dog, and you love your mom, and you love sneakers.
My daughter said to me last night, she was leaving, she stayed late and she went home. She has an early job, but she has a new job because she needed to create the job and the life she wanted. She says, you love going to work. I said, I do. She said, I can't wait till I can love going to work. And you all know her new job. I said, it's just from here to that step into creating what you want.
Wait a minute. Is she working in a new job?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You make it sound like that's what she was today, because I say everybody get in the cars, let's go.
Nope, she's at her other job, but she knows she's creating the life that she wants.
Yes.
Just about going to get it. And it doesn't happen overnight. Although if I wave my wand, it does. But all of this did not happen overnight.
You don't panic, and everything stays clear. And there's always a path. You know, we are on borrowed time. We're on God's time.
That's what Maria said.
Whether you believe in God or not, that, you know what? At the end of the day, my grandfather taught me a trick. At the end of the day, you're going to believe in something. So just follow your path and listen. Use your ears when you learn. And good things will happen to you. But I'm very proud of your daughter. She's come a long way. I remember her getting that job, the struggles to get there, and then she was panicking.
Just
and they
the
loved
struggles
her.
that they go through. I remember when I first started working with you, she was leaving her job in Orlando, and she didn't know whether it was okay. You know, you guys should maybe talk about that in 2020, about when you go back home, if your age group goes back home, is it okay or not okay? I mean, I know my opinion, I know your opinion, but
I agree.
What's it like to go back home and all of that? And she had to come back home, and she didn't want to. She felt it was a fear of failure. And Sarah Spiritual said to her, you got to go back home. She says, don't unpack your bags, but just put your feet in that house, even if it's for a day, until you find what you love for the next step.
That's right.
And she was home for a year and a half and took her next step and the next
But look
step
at
and
her
the next
now.
step.
She got her own place. She got her own job. She has her own car. She's getting it done.
Do you guys live at home, Maria? Slick, I know you don't. You do?
No.
You don't.
I'm with my brother.
You're with so you're with family. You're with family. Mia, you don't live at home. You and Maggie.
Me and Maggie and my sister.
So but you live with family.
Yeah, me and my sister together.
So that's a whole nother side of it. Home, family. It's a big topic that, maybe your generation on 2020 should address, because it shouldn't be something that's fearful. Maybe that's the next step. Right? Because then you're surrounded by what?
Love.
There you go.
Unconditional love.
And the roommates that you want to be living with.
The funny thing is that mirror, when she told me, let's put the mirror up, the first thing that occurred to me is, if you love yourself, you never have to give in to fear. Life is always going to throw fear at you. That is the test of life, to knock you down, to see if you're going to get up. So that's a given. Bring it on. Just bring it on. It makes no difference. It's not going to change the person you are, because inside you have trust in yourself. You love yourself. If you don't love yourself, baby, how the hell is anybody else going to love you? That's the saying from one of the movies. And the bottom line here is, a mirror never lies, man. You ever notice that? A mirror never lies. You talk to that mirror, it's going to talk back. You look at that mirror, it's going to tell you the truth. So all you got to do is believe in you. Then everything else takes care of itself. And I mean consistently. You know what makes a champion? Consistent.
Which is why LeBron should be playing even in an empty arena.
He should, but you know something? But I think what he was trying, because LeBron dropped the ball in China, right? He opened his big mouth. And I think he's trying to do it the other way now, since, if I don't play for other people, I don't want to play. That's political. I'm talking about self-indulgence. The things that you talk about loving yourself, I think, are remarkable. And give it a chance. Try it. Don't look down, look up. The mirror's up here.
The happy printer.
So I'm glad you brought up the mirror, because what I do is I put my dream life on my mirror. What I love. I go, what do you love? And I put it underneath, and I look at it every time I get up in the morning. And that's one thing that I just, if you, as far as loving yourself, put specifically and measurably on your mirror what you want. Like, I want my dream sneaker job, or, or your daughter, or, whatever it is. To me, that's a powerful way of displaying it.
Do you always reach for just a little bit higher than what you think you can accomplish?
I go for it. I mean, to me, I put it as high as I want, because here's the thing. If you can achieve it, great. But if you come a little underneath, it's still, like, incredible, awesome. So I say go for it. Whatever it is, go for it.
That's right. Take a shot. Because if you don't take a shot, you're never going to score.
And because you say so. That's really the point. And that's why
That's a good point.
when you speak it into existence, that's how you create it. Otherwise, it doesn't happen that way.
That's a good point.
So if you say I
the
want
camera up in the warehouse.
Where is? Let's show
Mrs. Massachusetts.
Hey, Massachusetts.
Mary.
Massachusetts.
I have questions for you. Teddy, ask her what she loves.
Hello. I've been enjoying the show today.
You're enjoying our show. What do you love, Mary?
I love a lot of things, but I like to paint and I like to create and I like to use crazy colors. It's not always the real thing, but I love my family. I love my life down here in Florida. There's a lot.
There you have it. So come on down and check Mary out she renamed our gallery also.
What's it called?
I renamed it. Your show is the Brooklyn Cafe Show. This space where it's my art gallery is the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery.
Yes, the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery.
Oh, very good. And if you want something done, you come on down. She'll paint anything you want on the premise. And the other artist was on the set also, Amy.
And tomorrow there's an artist show. Tomorrow at 10:30 on our network, we're having the artist show.
That's
here at
right,
the
and
Brooklyn
I'll
Cafe
be
Gallery.
here.
That's at 10 o'clock.
Say hello
We've
to
got the
anybody
United
that comes
Latinas.
by.
Yes.
They're having their own show at 10:30. We've got the artist show. At 11 o'clock is Fuego, I believe.
Fuego.
And at 9 o'clock, we're on drive time.
And if there's enough interns tomorrow, producers, and you want to do something 11:30, I would love to do the 4, because I'm trying to get 6 in a row. Boom, 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 because the network doesn't take the day off.
And we're at the 9 a.m. drive time tomorrow.
We're going to do that again?
We're doing it again all week.
Oh, baby. We're going to have some fun tomorrow.
And for more information on Ken and the Happy Printer, how do they find you?
At 917-699-1995 or happyptr@aol.com. And if you want to contact me at Florida Love, Ken at florida-love.com. And I love you all.
And let's leave you with the thought of the day. What do you love? Let us know. Write in. Let's make a comment and see how far our hope hearts. See? How far can love travel?
That's right.
And that is why we have our... Have you ever gotten one of our hope hearts?
Oh, we got to give him a hope heart.
All right, so before we go, we have to give Ken. These are our way to share love and gratitude. These were created for us by the heart painter. And we say the heart chooses you. What'd you get? What's it say?
What's it
I
say?
got believe you are loved.
And there you go.
We always say the heart chooses you.
Qué cosa.
And there you have it.
I tell you.
Right? Every single time these do not fail. And this is to spread love. You can register it on our website, brooklyncafe.tv. And when someone else needs a little bit of hope and love, you pay it forward, come back, and get another one.
So one more thing. So I believe in loving it forward. So the thing is that my request is if you want to come on Facebook, Love Will Keep Us Together, the group, please join the group and post love. And it's an extraordinary group to wake up to every morning.
Oh, March 25th, real quick. March 25th, we are going to be doing a gathering here. More information tomorrow. And we're going to change the name of it. But March 25th, F'd Up Nights is going to do their thing here.
And what it is, it's what's your biggest business mess up.
Mess up.
That keeps you going is what it is. And hi to Paramount Dance. Thank you for watching our show. We love you too. So come on down.
Love you.
Let's put together a dance deal.
Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We will see you tomorrow. Drive time, 9 a.m. And, of course, back here at regular lunchtime, 12 to 2.
Wash your hands and don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.